Hi guys, welcome back to this week's Technical Insights. The Straits Index lost 0.7% or 21 points to end at 3,208 points on Friday, May the 12th. Losers outnumbered gainers 289 to 232, with 1.7 billion securities worth 1.2 billion Sing dollars changing hands. Over the week, the STI also fell 1.8%. The housing index ended down on Friday as well, tracking the bearish sentiment of the rising uncertainty in the global markets and the renewed fears of a global recession. The benchmark index fell 0.6% or 116 points to close at 19,627 points. The full day turnover totaled around 102 billion Hong Kong dollars. The Hang Seng Tech Index, however, hiked 11 points or 0.29% to close at 3,874 points. As China new loans missed forecast last month, Chinese bank ICBC and CCB fell over 2%. However, Hong Kong listed tech counters broadly advanced. Alibaba shares rallied 2.4% to $84.65 Hong Kong dollars after SoftBank sold nearly 40 billion of Alibaba shares through the forward contract since the last fiscal year. JD.com shares also jumped 7.3% or 9.8 Hong Kong dollars to $144.80 Hong Kong dollars after quarterly results beat the market expectations. So let's take a look at some of the Hong Kong tech stock for this week. Let's first look at Alibaba Group share prices. For the past 1 week, it is up 3.23%. For the past 1 month, it's down 13.31%. Year to date at this level, it is just slightly down 1.23%. The prominent chart pattern that you see now on Alibaba Group share is the double bottom formation, which is the low of March as well as May this year at the level of around 78 Hong Kong dollars. Now, this will likely be a very strong support for Alibaba Group share price because a double bottom formation is actually a pretty bullish kind of formation. On the resistance side, definitely the first level that we will test would likely be the December high, which is a spinny top formation that happened in December period of last year, which is at the level of around $93.20. This is likely going to find confluence with the red color line, which is the 200 days EMA at the $93.50 level. So the $93 handle would likely provide a very strong resistance to Alibaba Group as well. Now, if you connect the low of October last year and the low of March this year, we have an uptrend line. And with last Friday's spike in Alibaba Group share price, some traders might find optimism that this uptrend line would likely continue and provide support for Alibaba Group share price further. Now, let's look at the technical indicators. On the MACD, the histogram is looking at negative 0.008, which is very close to the 0 point neutral mark. And that signifies that the MACD line is likely going to cross over the signal line pretty soon, which is a signal of a reversal in trend from the downtrend that we see of the past month into an uptrend. And if the MACD line and the signal line cross above the zero baseline in the MACD indicator, that means that it will accelerate the uptrend momentum further up and of course to retest the December high as well as the March and April high this year, which is around the $102 Hong Kong dollars level. Now the RSI indicator latest reading at 47.59 is a rise from around the low of 33 points last week, as well as the 14 days moving average RSI at 36.92. Now if the RSI level is going to move up above the 50-point mark, that would also mean that the momentum of Alibaba share price in this rebound is likely going to gain traction and move up even further. So with both the MACD and the RSI indicator, as well as the chart pattern pointing to us that this rebound is likely going to gain strength in the coming few weeks, we feel that Alibaba is likely to retest the December highs last year at $93.20 and even sort of test the March or even the April high at around the $100 or 102 Hong Kong dollars level. Next, let's look at JD.com. For the past 1 week, it is up about 2.91%. For the past 1 month, it's down 8.18%. And year to date, it is down a very steep 32.02%. Now, if you look at the chart of JD.com, you can see that the year to date low happens on April of this year. and that is around the level of 131 Hong Kong dollars. Just slightly above this, we also have the October low, which is around the 113.8 Hong Kong dollars level. And then, of course, the March low is around the 145 Hong Kong dollars level. Now, this level has been providing a lot of support for the JD.com share price. And last Friday's spike has bring it to the level of 144 Hong Kong dollars level, which is above the green color 20 days EMA level. Now, the resistance level to watch for JD.com share price would, of course, firstly be the low that you see in March last year, which may have a change in polarity and become a resistance level, and that is the level of about 156 Hong Kong dollars. And that also found confluence with the blue color line, and that is the 50 days EMA level. Above that, we will also see that the next resistance level might be the March 2023 high, which is around the level of $176, which is also close to the 175 100 days EMA level. And above that, we will likely see that the May low of 2022 last year would be likely the final resistance in the short term for JD.com Group share price at around the 189 Hong Kong dollars level. Next, let's look at the technical indicators. The MACD reading is now at 1.54, which means that the MACD line just crossed above the signal line. And that means that it is likely a beginning of an uptrend that is forming. If the MACD line is going to diverge away from the signal line and cross above the zero baseline, that means that the momentum of JD.com share price is likely going to accelerate in the next few weeks. And this would mean that it could be likely the beginning of an uptrend or even the reversal of the downtrend that we observed in the past 2 months. The RSI indicator reading is now at 49.80, which is quite far ahead from the 14 days at moving average reading of 34.79. And this reading is likely going to cross above the 50-point mark next week. And if that happens, it will also mean that the momentum of JD.com share price is likely going to increase next week further. Now, with both the RSI and the MACD indicator pointing to us that momentum might be gaining for next week, we will not be surprised if the JD.com share price retest the 50 days EMA level at 156 Hong Kong dollars and even retest the high of the 100 days EMA level at 175 Hong Kong dollars. So with that, I've come to the end of this week's video. Thanks for watching. If you find this video useful, do give us a like and share the video. In the meantime, trade safe and we'll see you again next week in the next Technical Insight.